Going live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live broadcast of Dakota Prairie Outdoors. Once again, if you're watching this as a read later on, if you're not here right now, here on April 25th, right away in the morning, it is going to be, well, about 16 minutes. You can fast forward to the actual radio program. A little different today. Complete open lines. Complete open lines. Here is the phone number right there in the screen, YouTube, 888-932-5682. I hope that shows up in my screen. It shows up backwards. I don't know if what it shows up like in yours. So there you go. And we can start the show at any time because it's just going to blend right in to the regular show is what's happening there. Get my emails pulled up and ready to go. And make sure I'm ready for that. There's my email. Says I'm live. I'm good to go. I got approved. So there you have it. Get my sponsors lined up, got my music lined up, and all that good stuff. So hopefully everything's ready to go for you. A beautiful Saturday morning here in the Badlands. Absolutely beautiful Saturday morning. 51 mountain lions already in South Dakota. So there you go. Hope your Saturday is going as good. Mine has just started, so I don't know how it's going to go. Had a nice little shot of rain yesterday again, though. That was nice. Might have to fill that up. Get rid of the coronavirus. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's see. User connected to that channel. What is going on there? Good morning, K-Fire, KCJB, KLTC. On Mumble. Appreciate you guys having me all the time. YouTube, what's happening, man? 888-932-5682 if you want to go that route. It'll automatically put on hold, and we'll go from there. What's going on here? I got a great voicemail from a listener down in Little Eagle, South Dakota. Hopefully I'll get time to play that. It was awesome. It is great. Also, I don't know if I can pull this back up while I'm streaming live on YouTube, but some of you folks that are watching and tuning into my channel all across the United States and world, actually, thank you. Send me a message and let me know what's happening in your world here. Just trying to do my part to have a little bit of fun. Maybe squash some rumors today. The Medicine Rock sale yesterday turned out to be a pretty good sale, so congratulations to the Medicine Rocks Angus Ranch and the Spring Angus Ranch. Had a good time there. Let me know what's on. What else can we talk about before we get started here this morning? Latest in the news. Oh, what is it? What did I see here? Montana questions here. No, that's not. What was I going to see? Social media blasting. What is it here? So I've been getting these ads. If you guys are watching here on YouTube, I've been getting these ads on drones. Everybody's, I don't know why. I think I looked it up on Amazon one time. Now I get these ads on my social media account about drones. And there's all kinds of them. Good morning, Karen. How are things in Mobridge, South Dakota this morning? Better yet, how are things in Selby? The capital, the pheasant capital of South Dakota, where the gas station convenience store has some of the best pheasant t-shirts that you'll ever run across in your life. Some people call them politically incorrect. I call them funny because I have a sense of humor that way. And another thing, if a person doesn't like it, I'm a big enough person, I can just walk away. I think they're funny as heck, though. Wish we had more pheasants out this way. I could sell some of those T-shirts for you. So anyway, morning, Karen. Glad to have you on this morning. What else is happening on Facebook land here today? Well, it seems that coronavirus has started a whole line of people selling stuff. It seems like 50% of the friends on my Facebook page are, I shouldn't say that. Of the ladies that are Facebook friends with me, it seems 50% of them are sitting in their bathroom doing some type of skincare and selling stuff on social media. Who would have thought? That used to be a private place, wasn't it? No, it is not. So there you go. That's what I've learned on Facebook this morning. Skincare. If you're not happy the way you look, evidently just change it all the time. Well, oh, Facebook land, or I'm sorry, YouTube land. Had lightning strike one of my cows 2 days ago. Little storm system came in. Check this out. Boom. Fried her. Wasn't happy about that, man. I tell you that. But what do you do? Let's see. Bill Polinick has puppies that are going to be available for sale at Green River Golden Labs. They're going to be available. There you have it. Other than that, until the show starts here in another 10 minutes, I'm going to sit here and bullshit with you guys a little bit. Send a message. If you're not busy. Looking at Bully and Butte right now. Things are starting to green up here in the Badlands. Slowly but surely, a little shot of rain. I think it was like, I don't know, 20 hundredths or something like that. Check the rain gauge today. But definitely greening up here in the Badlands, slowly but surely. Fire index is still high, but that's what's going on today before the show starts. Maybe I need to start selling products on social media. If I can get this skin to look any better, man, people would have to believe, wouldn't they? Good grief. I think it would be a for sure sale at that point. Prairie dogs are out like crazy. I think the town in the south side of the south side is up to, I think they, like over the winter, I think they took out 20 more acres of grazable land. It's getting crazy out there. Coyotes are crazy. Talked to a few people yesterday in South Dakota. Said the same thing. There you go. All right. Check my audio levels here. If you guys can, let me know if the audio levels are okay, if I need to turn them up or down. What else is going on here? Look there. I was just talking about drones. And I go back to my social media account. What's the first ad that pops up? Drones. They're listening. They are listening all over the place. What do you call a guy who's lying on your doorstep? Matt. Thank you for sending me that. Appreciate that. What else here? Montana. Let's see. Upper Missouri paddlefish season. No snag and release opportunity this year in Montana. 2020 paddlefish season for the 1,000 harvest tags on the Upper Missouri River will take place, but the opportunity for the unlimited snag and release license will not. Tag holders can harvest a fish anytime between May 1st and June 15th in Montana. Cool. Good for them. North Dakota canceled the entire snagging season, entire paddlefish season because of the Rona. Hello, Mariah. Good to have you along this morning. Thank you for joining my social media accounts. Good for Montana. Opening back up here. Are you tired of the coronavirus stuff? Let's talk. Good morning, Wayne. What is happening in your world, man? Should call in today. Open lines today. Completely open lines. I have 0 guests. So if you don't call, you're just going to hear me babbling like I have been for the last 10 freaking minutes. So there you go. 888-932-5682. I'm trying something new here today. Somebody asked me to do this so they could have a chance to call in with whatever is on their mind, because they said, well, when you have certain guests on, your topics are kind of related to what that guest is all about. And I get that. Sometimes I want to talk about something else. Here is your chance. Plus, it was a long week for me, and I just didn't have a time. So there you go. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Wayno, CFO Jamie Brecht is waking up this morning one of these hours. Always good to talk about what's happening in the 308 versus 7565 Creedmoor world. Let's see here. What else? Do you know there's a new app for Ace Hardware? For those of you that use Ace Hardware and the rewards points, there's an actual app. There you go. Not all the stores and the workers in the stores know that. Rafters. Every once in a while, I do think about rafters. Mostly when I'm watching Treehouse Builders. That's what I'm talking about. Well, see what today brings here. Should be a nice little day. I don't know if the weather is looking at, we're supposed to get rain again. I think next Tuesday in this country. Let's see what the forecast is telling us. Gusty winds, cloudy, gusty winds. Awesome. So there you go. Windy for the next 3 days here. There you have it. 888-932-5682. Again, today's show is going to be all call-in only. So there you go. No guest is lined up. So I'm just, as they call it in the radio side of things, oh, maybe they don't call it. Maybe I'll just call it that. Freeballing it today. Got some bright little sunshine coming in over here, giving me some goofy stuff on my screen. There it is. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, share my stuff on YouTube too, so I get more subscribers. 3 minutes of showtime. Should probably test run this thing. Yep, it works. I got to go get calves yet. I got to pick up heifers today, don't I? Yeah. I bought some replacement heifers at the Medicine Rocks Angus sale yesterday. Got some more purebred bloodlines going on here. Go pick up those girls today. Keep them out of the lightning storms. Let's see. 2 minutes to go. Stations, thank you for tuning in here today and continuing to carry my program. I really do appreciate that. I really do. Hopefully some of the listeners call in and let you know that as well, instead of the anti-Scots people out there, which I know there's plenty. And I'm good with that. What else is going on here? That's about it. Waylon Turnus. Good morning, buddy. Haven't seen you guys in a long time. I know I missed the last year's class reunion-ish type thing when Justin came back, but we shouldn't just do it when there's a special event. We should just get together. I say May 29th, you should come down, Waylon. Just come down for a visit. If we happen to be branding, it happens. If I happen to put you to work, that works. Take a day off. Tell your boss you're going to go do some coronavirus-free work. See if that works out for you. All right, 45 seconds. So we'll get going here shortly. Stand by YouTube. Stand by stations, as they're already standing by. Beer, whiskey. I don't know. I've never had whiskey or beer at a branding before, so I don't know what that means, Waylon. No idea. Stations, 15 seconds on mark. Five seconds. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Dakota Prairie Outdoors. My name is Scott Bachmeyer, and I'll be your host here for the next hour talking outdoors as I'm broadcasting from the bunkhouse here in the beautiful Badlands of North Dakota, pretty darn close to South Dakota as well. Little different format today, everybody. If you're listening across the airwaves all across let's see here. Let's start out with the north side. KCJB up in Minot here, covering a lot of territory. KLTC in the western edge of North Dakota. K-Fire, the voice of the Northern Plains. Also KOLY in Mobridge and KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota. First and foremost, thank you to those radio stations for continuing to stick with me and have me on their great stations and taking a part of your Saturday mornings, and I appreciate that. And I know a lot of people, this is a different format, and I'll tell you why. You know how hard it is to find people sometimes during turkey season to want to come on and talk about shooting turkeys? Even if they're done, they're still going out and helping their buddies. So it's a completely different format today, as I was asked. Why don't you just have an open format once in a while where the phone lines are completely open? We can talk about anything we want. No guests, no nothing. So let's do that today. 888-932-5682 is the phone number. 888-932-5682. You can remember it on your phone. I don't know if your phones have this, but you can do 888-9-DAKOTA. It's the same number. All right, it's the same thing. Toll-free number if you want to come call in and have a little fun with me here this morning, because there's plenty to talk about. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are kind of stuck in maybe, I don't know, quarantined, as some people say. So I had a request for these open lines, so let's do it here. I had kind of a tough week here with some calving issues and lightning strikes on my cow and all kind of stuff. So let's just have a little fun and do this. Phone lines are open, and it's pretty simple because when you call in, you're automatically put on hold, as I am my own producer. So my phone system automatically does that. We'll get to your phone call as quick as we can. And it's pretty simple to do that. I'll get you on air. Just to remind you here, watch your words and make it radio friendly, even if we get an argument, which we can do, and have a spirited conversation. But anyway, please call in. Let me know what's going on in your outdoor world. I know turkey season is open in both North and South Dakota. Mountain lion season in South Dakota, I just checked. Out of their 60 quota, they're up to 51. So that's pretty awesome there. What else could we talk about here? Well, let's see. There's plenty of other stuff. Let's go to the phone lines right away. Let's go to our first caller here. Welcome to Dakota Prairie Outdoors. What's your first name?
This is TJ calling, western side of North Dakota.
All right. What's happening in your world today? Let's talk outdoors, man. Thanks for being able to call in this morning.
Well, it's a beautiful day out. Yeah. Hopefully we get some more rain and take care of some of this dryness that we have. But everything's looking good out here. And
did you get a shot of rain yesterday?
Yeah, enough to get mud on the bottom of your boots, but not enough to really do much more than that.
Yeah.
So
same here.
I think there's some places nearby that got a little bit more from looks at the clouds and whatnot, but anyway, yeah, a lot of mule deer out here, and I've seen a couple turkeys, but they're pretty reclusive right now. It's almost like they know hunting season's going on.
So I had this question yesterday at a bull sale I was at. A guy from Union Center, South Dakota, asked me if I seen a lot of turkeys this year, and then he asked how the mule deer population is. And around here, I'd say the mule deer population's okay. It's nothing booming right now at my place, but turkeys, a few groups here and there. What's it look like in your neck of the woods?
Lots of mule deer.
Really?
Okay. You almost can't chase them away with a stick. They're so tame right now. And then the turkeys, I think they kind of migrate from spot to spot. Like sometimes you'll talk to a neighbor 10 miles away and you'll have 300, and you come out to our place, and if I see 30 during the year, that's quite a bit. But it's been it's been the opposite before too, where we've had hundreds and other people haven't had any. So I think they kind of get moved around the countryside.
They're going to go where somebody put up like oats hay or a barley hay probably and head to their place.
You think? Yeah. Well, they're not dumb, but they're not smart either, but no. they figure it out.
So where parts are you say western side of North Dakota? What rough region are you in here?
Well, let's say I'm west of 83 and north of 94.
Okay. Okay.
No, I'm probably pretty much straight north here. In the Badlands, we're north of Belfield.
Okay. You seen any fires up that way yet? Because man, it was getting a little bit dry in my neck, south of I-94 here.
Well, we were keeping our eyes open for them. Obviously, when you make a living off grass, you're kind of always aware of smoke and flames. So. We haven't had any that I've noticed up here. Grass fires. Where did I hear that there was one? I think it was someplace north of us here. I'm not sure, Grassy Butte or something like that. But somebody said there's 50 acres or something, but they got it under control. So.
Yeah, it's I was coming back from Rapid City with a buddy of mine here a couple days ago. And just south of Ludlow, South Dakota on Highway 85, there's a fire in a ditch. And we jumped out and we helped put that one out here really quick before the fire department got there and before it jumped the road with this wind here. It seems like this spring the wind it's going to kick us in the butt there this year.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit cooler and a little bit windier, but that wind is a bad thing there. Not only is it dangerous for fire, but it also dries everything out, which adds to the problem, I think.
20 hundredths of rain I had yesterday will be gone by Sunday night. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Well, we had enough rain here to got some friends coming out from east that are wanting to do some target shooting. So we're going to probably do that a little later today, so that keep the dust down at least for a day.
What type of target shooting do they like doing? Long range, short range? What do you have them do?
Well, we're everything, but we're probably going to try to set up some distance, he's really into that, and he's getting, I don't know where he can hit the turkey-sized target at like 600, nice. Which is pretty good, and I'm getting kind of interested in it too. So we're going to kind of scope that out today and check it out and see what we can do. So.
Prairie dogs are out. Go use them as targets.
We're kind of blessed here. We don't have prairie dogs in our area. The area is not conducive to them. I don't know what it is. If there's something in the soil or something in the air, but you see a hill and they don't last long. I don't know what the deal is.
You know what we could do is we could come down to my place, trap all of them, take them up to your place, and see if we could make a study. No. Come on, we could do it like the Forest Service does. We have to study this.
Maybe, yeah. Another government bureaucracy. That's just what we need. Maybe we have COVID-19 up here that kills them in the air. I don't know, but maybe I got a better idea. I could come down to your place and see if I can spread what I got here down there.
I like that idea. I was talking to somebody about what was it? That Browns Ranch over in South Dakota. So they were talking about they had a plague come through there and lost all their prairie dogs, and they were mad about this. And I'm like, well, let me tell you, you can send one of those plagued dogs over to my place any day. So
really, they were mad about it?
They were, man.
Oh my.
Hey, I appreciate the call, sir. I got to go to my first break here, and we got some more callers. But, hey, I appreciate it. Have yourself a good day, and God bless, man.
You take care.
You bet. Thanks a lot. 888-932-5682. I know we got a North Dakota number and a South Dakota number. Stay on hold. Please stay with me as we go through this break, okay? I know it's a 5-minute break. You can always call back, but if you stay with me, I sure will appreciate that. We'll talk more. Coming up your way, Dakota Prairie Outdoors Open Line Saturday, 888-932-5682 is the number. Stay on hold. I'll get to your calls right after these.
Hi, this is Andy Murdoch with Pfeiffer's Auctioneers, inviting you to any one of these exceptional upcoming farm retirement equipment auctions featuring Pfeiffer's Auction Center of North America's annual spring auction, featuring a large inventory of farm, ranch, and construction equipment with lots of semis, vehicles, and recreational equipment. Pfeiffer's is also hosting farm retirement and estate auctions in April and May in Jamestown, Crosby, Voltaire, Animus, Rolette, Tuttle, Gladstone, Bismarck, Robinson, and Belle Fourche. For full inventory and online bidding on dozens of land and equipment auctions throughout the upper Midwest, log on to Pfeiffer's.com.
Looking for a home loan? Dakota Community Bank and Trust has an experienced team of home loan professionals ready to put their services to work for you. We've been recognized statewide multiple times as a champion of affordable housing for mortgage lending. Therefore, we believe we are the best place to get a mortgage. Stop into your local branch or visit dakotacommunitybank.com to find out what their mortgage team can do for you. That's dakotacommunitybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
We want amazing innovations to drive progress for generations. We want jobs and careers for generations. We want American energy production that protects our land and the wildlife for generations. Today, the advanced technologies deployed by the North Dakota oil and gas producers are making that happen. And with the promise of emerging technologies, the energy of North Dakota has a very bright future for generations to come. This message is brought to you by the North Dakota Petroleum Council. To learn more, visit energyofnorthdakota.com. The Erlacher Angus Ranch is having their second production sale. You heard that right. June 1st at the Bowman Auction Market, Bowman, North Dakota. Greg will be selling his 18 to 24-month-old bulls that were late calvers. These bulls have not been offered for sale before. 25 head of quality bulls just in time to get out to pasture and cover females. For more information, you can find them on the web or on Facebook, Erlacher Angus and Sales. Again, Erlacher Angus Ranch, Part 2, second production sale, June 1st, Bowman Auction Market. MoPro Guide Service, the best on Lake Oahe. Brent and his staff will give you the most enjoyable fishing experience, always having the latest in electronics, gear, and the most comfortable Lund boat on the water. Fish with somebody who lives in Mobridge, South Dakota, the heart of Lake Oahe. If you need a place to stay, the Morest Motel has newly updated rooms with free internet. A family-owned and operated business. Go to OaheWalleyes.com. That's OAHE Walleyes.com for the best fishing experience Lake Oahe has to offer. Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. The Erlacher Angus Ranch is having their second production sale. You heard that right. June 1st at the Bowman Auction Market, Bowman, North Dakota. Greg will be selling his 18 to 24-month-old bulls that were late calvers. These bulls have not been offered for sale before. 25 head of quality bulls just in time to get out to pasture and cover females. For more information, you can find them on the web or on Facebook, Erlacher Angus and Sales. Again, Erlacher Angus Ranch, Part 2, second production sale, June 1st, Bowman Auction Market. MoPro Guide Service, the best on Lake Oahe. Brent and his staff will give you the most enjoyable fishing experience, always having the latest in electronics, gear, and the most comfortable Lund boat on the water. Fish with somebody who lives in Mobridge, South Dakota, the heart of Lake Oahe. If you need a place to stay, the Morest Motel has newly updated rooms with free internet. A family-owned and operated business. Go to OaheWalleyes.com. That's OAHE Walleyes.com for the best fishing experience Lake Oahe has to offer.
From big loans to small personal loans, you can bring your dreams into focus with Dakota Community Bank and Trust. We make getting a business or a personal loan so simple, you'll want to work with us time and time again. With competitive rates, we offer personal, ag, farm, business and commercial loans, home loans, and more. Stop into your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust for a quality, hometown community banking experience we pride ourselves in. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
All right, stations, 25 seconds is what we have here. Music from Breaking 8 YouTube. I have permission to play these music here from the artist themselves, so do not take that away from me. Music from Benny Paulson out of Kildare area. 10 seconds, stations, 10 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues all across the Northern Plains, 6 states, 2 Canadian provinces. Thanks to great radio stations like KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota, KOLY in Mobridge, South Dakota, KFire 550, the voice of the Northern Plains right out of Bismarck, KCJB in Minot, and also KLTC in Dickinson. Thank you for a continued coverage and carrying my program. I appreciate that. It's Open Line Saturday, 888-932-5682. Again, I am my own producer here at the ranch. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to my front porch right here. But what happens when you call the number, you're automatically put on hold, and I'll get to your calls as soon as I can. We have a couple on standby. Let's go to the first one here. Wayne, you're with us this morning. Good morning, Wayne. How you doing?
I'm good, Scott. How are you doing out there?
You know, it's a beautiful Saturday morning here in the Badlands. There's no wind, and yet, I should say. There's no wind yet, but
yeah.
By the time I get out feeding, it'll be that time. What's on your world, man? What's happening?
Coming. Oh, trying to get out and do some fishing. I've been, laid up a little bit because I had both knee replacements back in January, so still recovering from that. It's still tough to get out and about with the boat for me, and got to find some help all the time to do it. So, but the fishing's good in the river, so I plan on trying to get out there. I didn't put in for spring turkey tags, but I should. There's a lot of birds out. It seems like there's a lot of strutting toms. No matter where I go, I see some. And but it seems like for me in the springtime, I'd love to get out there, do the early walleye fishing, and the turkeys kind of interfere. They distract you a little bit, so I try to. Sometimes I'll avoid even applying for them. I'll just try to get out and do some fishing. So, but
Wayne, do you have your own fishing boat?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
All right. So I'm young. I have a strong back and a weak mind, so I can lift you up in the boat. I don't have a boat. Let's go fishing someday, man. When I get done calving, let's go out and get some fishing done.
Let's do that. Let's do that. No, I can get around in the boat, but being if I'm on my legs for any period of time, my legs still get sore. So it can be a long day, but I think sitting out in the boat, I was thinking would be good therapy. Just that motion and that therapy would probably help, I think. So yeah, we should do that. We should do that. I love to get up to the lake when it gets good too. It's really fun up there. Great fishing.
That's the thing is I need to find all my hunting buddies that have boats because there's no water where I live here. So, hey man, I appreciate the call, and I'm going to get to a few other ones if that's all right. Okay.
No, just a quick note. A lot of these banquets, like you helped us out with the Mule Deer Foundation, a lot of these banquets have been canceled too. And if guys want to still support it, check out because they still have raffles and such like that.
Right.
And I want to throw out a congrats. There was a gentleman up in the northwest part of the state that took the new state record. A non-typical mule deer.
Really?
So it scored, I think, about 222 and change.
Okay.
I believe.
Wow.
So it's a big one. And that's something that's that record's been broken a couple times in the last 15, 20 years. So they're still out there. I can't seem to get one like that, but
here's the thing. Why would trying. As much fun as it would be to get a state record whitetail mule deer, whatever, archery or rifle, after that, what more do you have to work for then? I want to keep that want going and over every year.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, that's my excuse too.
All right, Wayne, have yourself a good day, brother.
Hey, take care. Keep in touch.
You bet. See you later. Let's head to South Dakota. Good morning, South Dakota. What's happening in your world today?
Oh, hello, Scott. Not much.
What's your first name?
This is Gene.
Gene, what's going on? And what part are you calling from?
Oh, Mobridge.
Oh, good deal. Love Mobridge. Do you know Brent Chemnitz? Yeah, stop by and give him a hard time for not catching the big walleye every time I come down there and fish with him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, his daughter and my daughter are on the same basketball team.
Oh,
so
is that right?
Jesse told me to call in on your webpage. So
Gene
here
Cox.
we are.
Okay, okay, I got you now. I know you. All right. You're the you're the guy I want to talk about lever action rifles with. That's the deal.
Well, we can talk about that, but I mean it's turkey season, man. So
yeah. So what's happening? You getting one? Did you shoot one yet?
No, I have not seen one. Actually, I've been out a few times, but historically, where I go, I don't run into them till about the middle of May.
Okay. How long is
I
your
just go out now to meditate.
How long does your season last in South Dakota?
I think it goes till May 31st.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's, when the hens all start getting bred up, and then the toms get a little easier to call in later in the season. So
I think what you need to do is kind of, head north toward the Pollock area. I think there's more turkeys up there.
There could be.
I know I'm going to get a text message now from somebody in Pollock saying, thanks a lot for that.
Well, my tag's good for Corson County, so I can't go to Pollock. So I know. But no, I've seen some signs of turkeys. I think there's turkeys around. So
yeah.
But if you want to talk lever actions, I can do that with equal enthusiasm.
I have one other person on hold, but that's okay because this is how the show works. Stay on hold. I'll get to your call, but I do want to talk lever actions because I love just the feel of lever actions. It's always been kind of something I like. Now, what I also like about lever actions is whether you're left or right-handed, you can still shoot the same rifle.
That is true.
A lot easier than you can like a bolt gun, probably. So. What's the? I got a 30. What do I have? A 45-70. I have a 30-30. I have something else in there too. But we have a big auction coming up with probably the most extensive lever action 22s I've ever seen. Ever in a collection.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's coming up I think here in May. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah. So what's your go-to lever action?
I shoot 3 of them if I go to a competition. And if you want a brand, 2 of them are Marlins and one of them's a Henry. The 22 is a Henry. And then the calibers, for the big one, I have a 35 Remington. And then the medium size one, I use a 357, nice. But I shoot a 38 special loading in it, and then that Henry 22 long rifle.
So what kind of
competition? I'm shooting the silhouettes.
Okay.
The silhouettes. Out at the Bismarck range or our Trail City range, and then your high powers, you're shooting. Let's say your high powers, your 35 Remington, your 45-70, 30-30s will work, but you're shooting a chicken at 50 yards, a pig at 100 yards, a turkey at 150, and then the ram at 200 yards. And not only you got to hit them, you got to knock them over. And then when you come into those medium-powered, the pistol caliber is what they call them, and then the 22, you're shooting at 40 yards, 50 yards, 75, and 100 yards. So your targets are closer, but they're a lot smaller too.
Yeah.
And let's throw in the fact that it's all free-handed. You're standing up. There's no supports, no bench, no bag, nothing. So
open sights, or can you use a red dot?
I don't know if a red dot's legal or not. You can. I think it has to be no magnification. I'm sure I'll get corrected on that as soon as we hang up the phone. But peep sights are legal. And I'm getting to that age where I got to use a peep sight, and I have glasses now. So.
I tell you, Jesse just chimed in here. I'm sorry to interrupt here, but he says we need to do one of those shoots here and take our rifles down and do that. It does sound fun.
Yeah, I have right now we're kind of, there's supposed to be a match today in Bismarck, and it's closer to Moffett, but because of COVID, they kind of called it off.
Sure.
And they also throw in, and it's for fun. And I don't know how much fun I like to have, but they also have a military match, military action, and that's at your further distances. The 50, the 100, the 150, and 200. It's open sight, and I think the standing rule on that is if it's currently being used or has ever been used in a military in the world, it's a legal rifle.
So you're saying my 1903 Springfield, my very first deer rifle ever, that would be qualifying for that, wouldn't it?
If it's got iron sights, that would qualify.
Yeah, it does.
Now the trick is you get to shoot a 30-06 40 times.
Awesome.
So
I like it. I like it. Hey,
You
Gene,
know,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're up against our half-hour break here, man. I appreciate you calling in and joining in on the show, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, all right, I'll just keep listening online then.
You do that. Thank you. You have yourself a good day.
Thanks, Scott. You too.
You bet. Thanks a lot. Hey, for I have another anonymous call that's came up here on my phone. Stay with me through the break. I appreciate your calls here today. 888-932-5682 is the number, or 888-9-DAKOTA is the number as well. It's the same number, just an easier way to remember that thing here. But please feel free to call in. You're automatically put on hold, and we'll get to your calls as soon as we can. Talking Outdoors. It's Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition. Be back after this.
Hi, this is Andy Murdoch with Pfeiffer's Auctioneers, inviting you to any one of these exceptional upcoming farm retirement equipment auctions featuring Pfeiffer's Auction Center of North America's annual spring auction, featuring a large inventory of farm, ranch, and construction equipment with lots of semis, vehicles, and recreational equipment. Pfeiffer's is also hosting farm retirement and estate auctions in April and May in Jamestown, Crosby, Voltaire, Animus, Rolette, Tuttle, Gladstone, Bismarck, Robinson, and Belle Fourche. For full inventory and online bidding on dozens of land and equipment auctions throughout the upper Midwest, log on to Pfeiffer's.com.
Looking for a home loan? Dakota Community Bank and Trust has an experienced team of home loan professionals ready to put their services to work for you. We've been recognized statewide multiple times as a champion of affordable housing for mortgage lending. Therefore, we believe we are the best place to get a mortgage. Stop into your local branch or visit dakotacommunitybank.com to find out what their mortgage team can do for you. That's dakotacommunitybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
We want amazing innovations to drive progress for generations. We want jobs and careers for generations. We want American energy production that protects our land and the wildlife for generations. Today, the advanced technologies deployed by the North Dakota oil and gas producers are making that happen. And with the promise of emerging technologies, the energy of North Dakota has a very bright future for generations to come. This message is brought to you by the North Dakota Petroleum Council. To learn more, visit energyofnorthdakota.com. The Erlacher Angus Ranch is having their second production sale. You heard that right. June 1st at the Bowman Auction Market, Bowman, North Dakota. Greg will be selling his 18 to 24-month-old bulls that were late calvers. These bulls have not been offered for sale before. 25 head of quality bulls just in time to get out the pasture and cover females. For more information, you can find them on the web or on Facebook, Erlacher Angus and Sales. Again, Erlacher Angus Ranch, Part 2, second production sale, June 1st, Bowman Auction Market. MoPro Guide Service, the best on Lake Oahe. Brent and his staff will give you the most enjoyable fishing experience, always having the latest in electronics, gear, and the most comfortable Lund boat on the water. Fish with somebody who lives in Mobridge, South Dakota, the heart of Lake Oahe. If you need a place to stay, the Morest Motel has newly updated rooms with free internet, a family-owned and operated business. Go to OaheWalleyes.com. That's OAHE Walleyes.com for the best fishing experience Lake Oahe has to offer. Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. The Erlacher Angus Ranch is having their second production sale. You heard that right. June 1st at the Bowman Auction Market, Bowman, North Dakota. Greg will be selling his 18 to 24-month-old bulls that were late calvers. These bulls have not been offered for sale before. 25 head of quality bulls just in time to get out the pasture and cover females. For more information, you can find them on the web or on Facebook, Erlacher Angus and Sales. Again, Erlacher Angus Ranch, Part 2, second production sale, June 1st, Bowman Auction Market. MoPro Guide Service, the best on Lake Oahe. Brent and his staff will give you the most enjoyable fishing experience, always having the latest in electronics, gear, and the most comfortable Lund boat on the water. Fish with somebody who lives in Mobridge, South Dakota, the heart of Lake Oahe. If you need a place to stay, the Morest Motel has newly updated rooms with free internet, a family-owned and operated business. Go to OaheWalleyes.com. That's OAHE Walleyes.com for the best fishing experience Lake Oahe has to offer.
From big loans to small personal loans, you can bring your dreams into focus with Dakota Community Bank and Trust. We make getting a business or a personal loan so simple, you'll want to work with us time and time again. With competitive rates, we offer personal, ag, farm, business and commercial loans, home loans, and more. Stop into your local Dakota Community Bank and Trust for a quality, hometown, community banking experience we pride ourselves in. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
All right, we're going to come back here. 25 seconds is what we're going to come back at. 25 stations. Music by Benny Paulson. Again, YouTube, I do have permission. Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition, open line Saturday is what we're calling this baby today, because appreciate everybody who's called in thus far. 888-932-5682. That's 888-932-5682. Call in, talk outdoors, talk anything you would like to here. Just make sure that when you do call in, you're automatically put on hold. That's my phone system, okay? I am my own producer. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's get Sully on the line here. Good morning, Sully. What's going on in your world today?
Well, just coming back from turkey hunting, got a big tom.
Did you?
My brother
Awesome.
got one. Yeah, my brother got one yesterday with his bow, and my other brother got one last week.
So how old are you?
I am 10. 11.
11 years old? Are you sure 10 or 11? Which one?
11.
So you got your tom today. Did you take it with archery or a shotgun?
Shotgun.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome. Is this your first turkey or not?
Second.
Second turkey. 10, 11 years old, second turkey. You know, how old are your brothers? How old are they?
15 and 17.
Okay. So how come they didn't let you take the first turkey? How come they had to get their turkey first? What's up with that?
Well, there's one kid that hasn't shot a turkey yet. We let him shoot his turkey, and then my brother's I missed one of the turkeys, and then my brother shot theirs. So
that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that you're out there hunting and enjoying the outdoors, and you're done for today. So now so what are you going to do? Are you going to breast the turkey out, or are you going to do the old-fashioned way of cleaning this turkey and pluck all the feathers off of this thing?
We're probably going to breast it.
Okay. I'm telling you, if you want to get a good education, start plucking feathers. And I'll tell you what, you're going to learn some good family values when you start doing that. Because I know your dad's listening on the background. I can hear that.
Yeah. I was just going to ask you, where do you ranch in the Badlands?
I am south of Medora, about 50 miles. South of Medora, or north of Rame, about 30 miles, roughly, in that country. Where are you calling?
Thank you.
Yeah, where are you calling from? Where do you call home?
Well, we're at Trotter's Ranch.
Well, we're at Trotter's,
okay.
but
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little bit south of you, that's for sure. Well, hey, Sully, keep hunting out there. It's nice to hear the young people out there hunting and calling into the program. Have yourself a good day, okay?
You too.
You bet. Thanks for calling in. Thank you. 888-932-5682 is the phone number. The phone lines are open right now. I tell you what, I have this one voicemail. You got to do this here. I need this cord. I need to plug in this cord to this phone. And I got a voicemail yesterday when I was at the bull sale. And I'm going to play this, and I'm going to preface this by saying that I didn't ask permission to play this, but I talked to this lady before. And she left me a voicemail with some concerns here, and I'm hoping this is going to work here through my system. Let's see if it does or not here. And this is the voicemail I got yesterday.
Hi, Scott. This is Mortensen Ranch, Little Eagle, South Dakota, and we love your outdoor program on Saturday mornings, and we'll be sure to be listening to it. And we've got the coyotes and the calves and all the good stuff. It's beautiful. I just come in from outside, and perfect weather for calving, and everything would be good. We've got prairie dogs every place I go, on our place or they're totally out of control. I guess I would like to be able to say something or have you say something on your radio program in the morning, I think people better wake up because they are multiplying every place swiftly, and I can't seem to get a hold of Fish and Game, and I don't know what they're doing. So anyway, any information you could give us or any suggestions would be appreciated.
And that's a phone call I got. Again, thank you, Mortensen Ranch. I appreciate that phone call. The rest of it is her giving her phone number, and I'm not going to put that out on the air, but I appreciate that phone call coming in, and you can hear the concern. And that's one thing I've noticed, too, here at this ranch. The prairie dogs have just been going crazy the last few years. All right. And what are you going to do about that when there's a lot of government restrictions on what landowners can or can't do and what times we can poison and not poison and which we can use and which we can buy at certain times of the years as well as that. So, I can understand that concern. I did not ask permission to put that out there, but I'm hoping, cross my fingers. I know they're listening this morning. And I hope that was okay to put out there. But I do agree with you about the prairie dog side of things. Phone lines are open, 888-932-5682, 932-5682, a toll-free number. And, we can talk about anything you want to talk about. And if you want to talk about the prairie dog side of things, I was talking to a few people yesterday from that Union Center area, and they're concerned as well. And the prairie dogs do I don't know what it's been here the last couple of years. It seems like they've just been increasing more and more as we go each time, and the poisoning type of thing. It's golly, is expensive, and I mean, it is super expensive to do, especially those bigger towns. I did buy one of the rodent blasters a few years ago. It's a pretty cool little system. I'd like to have them on my show, but if you don't know what a rodent blaster is, it is propane and oxygen mix. So first off, there's this, looks like a hydraulic hose with a little controller box that you shove down the hole, and it has a 15-foot lead cord on it with a little push button on it. And then you take the oxygen and a propane mixture, and you shove that tube down there, and it depends on the ground and your moisture content that you have in your ground. Anyway, you stick that in the hole for, I think I put it in there for 60 seconds, either 60 or 70 seconds, because we have some pretty sandy ground down here. And I use a t-shirt and plug the hole, and I walk back, and when you hit that button, it blows everything up inside that hole. It doesn't move the ground a whole lot. You can feel it, but it blows up any of the prairie dogs that are actually down inside that burrow. And a lot of people don't realize for every one dog you see on top of that mound, there's probably another, 5 to 8 inside the mound, inside that burrow. So it takes care of all of them. And it is, no pun intended, it is a blast. 888-932-5682. 888-932-5682. Phone lines are open right now if you want to give a call in and join in on the program for the second half of the radio program. Squishing a little rumor out of Montana. Kind of a squish it on the rumor. Carter County, Montana, which is like that Ekalaka south of Baker area. Okay, right up by Camp Crook, South Dakota. There was a big story 2 weeks ago that the Carter County Health Department officials implemented a no hunting for any out-of-state hunters, at least until April 24th. Now, I talked to a few people about this yesterday that were from that Ekalaka, Montana area, and they said, yeah, that's kind of true. They said the biggest thing, we're not stopping any hunting. They just want to stop out-of-state hunters coming in there during the turkey season. And so that's what's going on there. Now, is it being implemented? I don't know. I talked to the sheriff yesterday. He was over at the bull sale buying some bulls, the actual sheriff of Carter County. And he didn't want to discuss this with me, whether on my outdoors program or even off the record, because, of course, I would be telling you what he said here today. So, but anyway, if you want more information, you can go to the Montana Shooting Sports Association, Montana Game Fish and Parks, and or just contact the Carter County Sheriff on that side as well. Let's go back to the phone lines. Welcome to Dakota Prairie Outdoors. What's your first name?
Jeannie.
Jeannie, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
It's a pretty darn nice morning here this morning at the ranch. So I'm doing pretty good. What's on your mind today?
That's good. Well, I am hatching chicks in our home this year. We usually do a project at the school. And because of the COVID-19 and being learning from home, we have to do this here. And I just wanted to ask if there's any farmers out there that come across pheasant nests as they're farming within the next couple months, Some of them come across pheasant nests that, of course, then they don't feel the birds are going to be coming back to them.
Yeah, they abandoned the nest or something. You bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my son would like to see pheasants. Turkeys is another one we'd like to see. So I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
If anybody would.
So you want any abandoned nests, whether pheasant, maybe anything that they find here. Who do they contact? How do they get in touch with you?
Jeannie Fitter, you know who I am.
Now I do. How are you? Hey.
I'm good, yes. So I can, if they call my home phone, 597-3085.
Okay.
They can just leave a message, or if I'm here. Yeah, it's been really strange because usually we have a lot of excitement at the school. The kids, right now we have the eggs that are the birds are starting to peck through. And so usually we have a lot of excitement with the kids, and we have the kindergartners come in because I teach 6th grade. But I just have to do it from home. I have my son who is the only reason he wanted me as a teacher was because of this project. And now we're doing it from home. So anyway, we have the incubator set up now, and I'll have them at home for a while. So
what a great idea!
I know this.
You know, doing that inside with the school kids. I never thought of that. How has this COVID-19 thing been treating you as a teacher? I mean, is it put more work and stress by having to do the online side, or what's been going on?
For me, it has, because I've only done a little bit of like the Google Classroom, and so I've been learning as I go, and I feel really bad for the kids because my mistakes, they have to put up with my learning as well. But it's also been a good thing because we're all stretching ourselves a little bit, trying something new, and stressful for both ends. And parents, I feel really bad for the parents because especially those that are still working and trying to help their kids at home, afterwards.
Yeah.
So I know I always tell my kids I'm very flexible with this. If they have any problems with it, they should be calling any time of day because, of course, I'm here. So
are you doing the fun online things where you're, have your kids, or you do Facebook Lives and you take them around? Like, did you see the famous John Armin story on the news here the other day?
No.
Oh, he's a teacher up in Bismarck, and he went on, he's got animals. So he just took a Facebook video or something like that. And he went around and showed all the animals and taught him about a little bit of the farming ranching side of things. I thought, what a perfect thing for Mrs. Fitter to do.
Yeah. Well, I have to do the videoing of the chicks as they're hatching. I've been putting PowerPoints together throughout the whole process so that the kids at least get to see that. And luckily we had taken our pre-test before we left school, so the kids already know a little bit about it. So yeah, so it's been interesting.
In the school system, I mean, you're doing this. I mean, you're bringing basically, you're showing them a little bit of agriculture in your classroom. Over the years that you've taught, how many years now have you taught?
28.
Yeah.
This is my 28th year. Yeah.
So you've seen things go from more of an agricultural base students, and you still might have that in Flasher, but things have definitely changed over the years of being able to say and teach things in the school, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and even, I remember when I first started teaching some of the agricultural things, I'm like, I don't think I need to teach this. These kids know all of this.
Yeah.
And now there's, not so much of that. I mean, you have to teach more of it, so they don't know as much. And even the funniest part, like even a hen laying an egg, can they lay eggs if you don't have a rooster? And do you have to have a rooster on the farm in order for these eggs to hatch? Different things like that. They don't know while they're not around it. And so
when so here's the thing. I had a cow got struck by lightning yesterday. And
I heard that.
And her baby calf is, I'm hoping, will go start snitching. But if it doesn't, I think I see a classroom project for you. Baby calf in the school.
Well, it can't be in the school, so.
Why? Why can't it?
Well, we can't be there, so can't imagine that.
Well,
the calf could
so
be
it has
there,
to be it has to be in your house until you guys can go back to school. But I think
you talk to Lee about that.
what a great learning project for these kids.
Yes.
I'll even donate the calf if you can get this implemented
Okay.
into school.
Sure.
It'd be awesome. And to see that as these kids see it grow and grow like that, it'd be great. Well, hey, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. And again, if people run across any abandoned nests, especially pheasant, that would be kind of cool. There's one thing I do have to talk to you about, though. Make sure you contact the North Dakota Game and Fish about being able to take those eggs and see what they say about
Right.
that.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering about, because even with the turkey eggs, because we'd love to see it, but we don't know the rules and the regulations behind all of that. So
right. Absolutely. Just a little warning out there. Well, hey, it was good to catch up a little bit. Thank you so much for being a teacher. That's just that's just awesome. Yeah, it's great. You have yourself a good day. Thanks.
Well, thank you.
You bet.
You too. Thanks, Scott. Bye.
All right. 888-932-5682. We got another 3.5 minutes. If you want to call in quick and have a little conversation, I have time for one more call. If not, I am just going to tell you what's going on in my life here and right before here. But anyway, back to the Montana side of things. They're not banning hunting, so we're going to squash that rumor. What they're trying to do is just keep out-of-state hunters coming into Montana in Carter County. So there you go. Hopefully, if you got drawn for an elk tag in Montana, hopefully this COVID stuff is going to be a thing of the past and we can get back to a normal way of life here. So there you go on that. What else here? Let's see. 888-932-5682. Again, we have a couple minutes. We can have a little short conversation if you want to get some information out here or there. Archery, let's see. If you got your archery, what we got? Okay. Text message comes in. Wonder if M80s would work like my rodent blaster. I probably would. They probably would. I haven't seen an M80 in a long time here. Let's go to our final call here for today. Good morning. What's your first name?
Mike.
Hey, Mike. What's on your mind today?
Yeah, I was just going to let you know about that rodent blaster.
Yeah.
Some places, let's just say in the urban areas, when they do those, sometimes those rodents dig inside, let's just say, underground utilities. And I've seen doors blow off.
Yeah.
Large transformers because they fill them up. So they got to be kind of careful with that.
I do agree with that. And out here, we don't have to worry about that so much. So I'm just taking that for granted because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. But I do have a short story of there was a prairie dog hole right next to a corner post brace in one of my gates. And I did blow that railroad tie right out of the ground. So I do agree with you. You got to be careful where you're at doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, because those things, they'll fill up those holes, but then they'll go up inside underground utility, and then that'll fill up, and it's a lot larger explosion.
Yeah. I don't think our local rural electric or our rural broadband companies would really like that, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
Hey, thanks. You bet. Thanks, Mike. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
Wouldn't that be a fun call? Drop that instead. I did the wrong one here. Let's do that. Okay. Like first time I've been running my phone or something. I appreciate the calls here today. Thank you so much. If you have any more questions and comments, you can always call my cell phone and leave me a message or text me. You can find me on Facebook Messenger. And if you want to be a Facebook friend, send a message with, because there's some crazy guys out there trying to get into my Facebook account. But if you want to send me a text or call me on my cell phone, which is on my side pretty much all day, it's 701-425-6651. 701-425-6651. I know a lot of you folks that don't want to call in and discuss things on the air with me. I'll make it easy for you, and that's my cell phone number, and you can sure do that and call me that way. Again, 701-425-6651. Now, I'm not probably always going to answer because service is pretty sketchy here in the Badlands, and sometimes I'm just busy doing other things. But you can always leave a text, or like the young lady from the Mortensen Ranch did, leave me a voicemail, and I sure would appreciate that. Hey, I want to thank all the radio stations out there playing my program, not only my daily program, but keeping me on the Saturday mornings here and taking an hour of your time here each and every Saturday morning talking outdoors. And I appreciate all the phone calls today. Hopefully we can make this grow into more of a thing here. Just what's on your mind. It's kind of fun to hear what's going on in different people's ideas all across the outdoors. Hopefully, this COVID-19 hasn't changed your outdoor activity that much. Stations I want to thank are KGFX, Pierce, South Dakota. Thank you so much down there. KOLY in Mobridge, the home of the best fishing in Lake Oahe. And also KFYR, the power of the Northern Plains, the voice of the Northern Plains in Bismarck. KCJB in my very first radio job was at KCJB. And the very first song I ever played was Baby's Got Her Blue Jeans On. Yeah. So thank you, KCJB. And also KLTC, the voice of the western edge of the Badlands. Have yourself a great day. Enjoy. And if you want to catch more of my daily program, you can listen to any one of these great radio stations. You can also find me on YouTube Live right now. You can also find me at DakotaPrairieOutdoors.com. I upload my daily show there each and every day. Have yourself a great weekend. Enjoy. Stay out of the wind. Have a good day. All right, stations, thank you so much. YouTube, have yourself a great day. I have a few interviews I have to do. So keep sharing, keep subscribing, and talk to you soon, man. Thank you so much.